All right. Because I'm not perfect part. I don't know, because I'm not perfect. I would like to share a revelation, head ass. I must admit, I'm going to admit to this contradiction, right? Because I'm very aware of myself. But it seems like the only time I'm in the present moment is when this phone is in my hand. Look at the sun just shining on me as I said that. Yeah. Because I'm not thinking about back then. I'm not thinking about what you're saying in the comments. I'm just thinking about right now and what I have to say. It's amazing too, because I almost got thrown off and shown the past. But I digress. As I said, I would like to share a revelation that I've had as of recently. Anxiety and depression are both connected. How so? When one focuses on the future and one focuses on the past. How are they connected when they are thinking about two different moments in time? It's simply an overuse of imagination in time. Depression, you're overusing your imagination, thinking what you could have done better, but there's nothing that you could have done better because it already happened. Now, of course, if the past repeats itself, and you have an awareness that it is happening, then yes, you can do better. I just did in this moment, and I'm not even going to say exactly what I just did, but what I just avoided rather. But anxiety, your overuse of imagination of the future. You're thinking about something that could possibly happen, and you could possibly be right. But what if you're wrong? I'll give you an example of anxiety, right? My mind thinks that I'm walking in the middle of the road right now. Yay! I'm walking in the middle of the road. I keep thinking in my mind that there's gonna be a car that just comes at me, and I have to say car rock as soon as that happens. Do you see where I'm going here? Because I used to say car rock as a kid. Whenever we would be playing in the streets, like literally in the streets playing basketball, not no other shit. When we were playing in the streets and a car was coming, we would say car rock. Everybody would go to the side, right? Everybody would go to the side until the car passed by, and then we continue on playing. In that moment in time, I just noticed that I literally used the past to create a better future. Because in my mind, I'm just playing in the street. I'm just playing in the street right now, talking to a phone. And of course, there is no car to stop me. But you see what I mean, though? Depression and anxiety are both the same. They aren't different at all. It's your overuse of imagination, right? You thinking what could happen versus you thinking what could have happened different. But the truth is this: you cannot control what will happen, what will come your way. You can't. All you can do is be in the moment and hope for the best. And that's what I do every time I'm at these slave jobs that I was at. I don't be on my phone scrolling away. I just be in the moment and hope for the best. Because who wants to live a life of constantly working for somebody else? Yeah, that life is easier, but there's no freedom in that. And I feel like this is a part where I'm going to expose my, depression. Because I've messed with, some women in my life that actually reflected a part of me that I didn't know existed until now. I have a hard time accepting this, but yes, I may be just a little bit depressed because as a child, I was free. I wasn't free necessarily in the sense that I could do whatever I want. Look at this fly. Please tell me you've seen that fly, dude. But I wasn't free in the sense that I could do whatever I want. But I was free to express myself however I wanted to, whenever I was in any situation or any scenario, right? On top of that, I was just simply free to be myself. But now I feel these walls pop up in my mind every time even like 5% of my authentic self starts to come out. It's crazy, like how the mind actually works and why meditation is so important to us as a nation. Because, dude, when you're not aware, when you don't sit back and watch your thoughts, they run the show, and you're just on autopilot all the time. All right? That's what meditation is for. It's for awareness. And that's what it's what I found. Because as I was looking at these thoughts, I remembered, like, holy shit, I am not my thoughts. I'm the awareness behind them. I'm the seeker. I'm the watcher, right? So when you're watching, your thoughts are essentially watching your ego. You're watching your mind, your thought patterns, and all that other stuff. But yeah, I was free, at one point in time. And I have to let go of that belief that I'm not now. Because the truth is, I definitely am now. I'm more free than ever. Wait till cost first at Ben White. I said that shit knowing damn well. Love over fear. Anyways. Yeah, it's just like, I always think of what could have happened. And I feel like it's like, you got to think more positive in regards to the what ifs, what coulds, Hell yeah, man. Keep rocking on. See that dude? Got a guitar in his hand. But, yeah, I feel like that's what it really comes down to. First, having that awareness. And then transmuting that energy into something positive. Right? Because in that moment in time, I could have just said nothing. And I could have just walked on by and just kept my focus on the video. But in that moment in time, essentially I was seeing like my reflection, right? And that's what I gotta learn as I go on each day, is that a lot of people in life are really just reflections of you, whether it be your lower self or your higher self. Whether it be your sad and just upset self or your happy and peaceful self. But what's important is that you have that awareness to have the discernment to see who is who, right? That's what's important. But I just wanted to share that because of the simple fact that, I realized this in the moment of me just being aware of my thoughts and being aware of myself and being aware of my thought patterns. And I genuinely believe that meditation has saved my life. Yeah, I'm not afraid to say that on here. Because without my awareness of my true self, I would never see through my lower self. So, yeah, I hope you take something from this video. I genuinely made it so that way you can be aware of this too. It's all really just about mental health at the end of the day, like checking in on yourself and loving yourself, even when nobody else does. Right? And most importantly, really just, healing yourself, healing your mind. That's the main point of this. Because you may be watching this video and, you've seen the depression title, you've seen the anxiety, and you clicked on it. You clicked on it because that reflects a part of you. I know. I get it. I totally understand. I totally comprehend. But it's having that awareness that breaks through all the walls that you put up in your mind in regards to anxiety or depression or whatever is, in here. But what's important is your awareness. Tap into yourself and be aware of self. That is the only way you can cure all of that. It's not going to be through a freaking pill. And it's definitely not going to be through a therapist. Only your awareness alone can change that. But some people, they prefer to talk to other people. So do what you prefer. Do what you prefer. Me personally, I feel like meditation is better for me, personally, because of the awareness that it brings. So, yeah. Take what you want from this. I simply just made this to bring up awareness in you. Wake you up. Wake up. Wake up. But I'm gonna see y'all next time, man.